Nestled within lush green mountains and on a turquoise blue coastline, Sandals Saint Vincent is a world-class, all-inclusive resort that offers an unmatched blend of luxury and Caribbean charm. The breathtaking island property features gourmet dining that's sure to impress, private villas and overwater bungalows with picturesque views, and personalized service that makes every stay unforgettable. For the next few days, we will be enjoying the best of Sandals Saint Vincent, and we want to say a huge thank you to Sandals Resorts for hosting us. This is our first time at an all-inclusive resort, and we have already been blown away by the experience.
In order to get to the resort from the airport, we actually opted to do their water taxi transportation, which was definitely the way to go because it's a 25-minute boat ride all along the coast of St. Vincent, so you can look up at the lush green mountains. And as you're going, you get to see the resort from a really cool vantage point because once we docked our boat, we actually were welcomed with some song from our butlers.
We'll make your vacation the time of your life. Our staff are so friendly, it's courtesy we show. Welcome to Sandals, it's you why we're here. Welcome to Sandals Saint Vincent.
And they had welcome drinks ready for us, and we were immediately able to just start getting a tour of the property.
We've now checked in and we're gonna give you guys a little room tour just because this place is so beautiful. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Before we take you guys inside, I want to show you the outside because this place is just stunning. We have mountains behind us, tropical flowers just blooming all about, and we are shaded by so many palm trees. This place feels like a true paradise. Let's go on in and check it out. Welcome in! The first room that we have is the kitchenette, and there is a sink. There is both red and white wine provided for us, which is so nice because we get to choose, whatever we're feeling. And also a very cute welcome snack. Here we have a house-made hummus as well as some fried plantains and fried breadfruit. And then coming into the heart, the first place that we have here is the living room. And I love that the couch actually faces the view of the tropics because that's really what you want to take in while you're here on the island. And then on the other side, we have a massive king-size bed where we'll get lots of rest and relaxation. We do have a TV here as well, although I feel like we're probably not going to use it too much just because there's so many things to do here. And then tucked in this back corner is a huge walk-in closet that actually has plenty of room for us to store all of our clothes, all of our shoes. And when I opened the cabinets, I actually found some robes, which we'll be putting straight on, and they also provide some slippers. So we'll be enjoying those two amenities. Right around the corner is the bathroom. There's a separate room for the toilet, and then there's a his and her sink with really good lighting so that I can get ready in the mornings. And then my favorite part is in the very back, there's this massive tub, and the tub actually goes into the shower. So you can have a nice bath, you can rinse off in the shower if you want to, and then exit through the bathroom.
And put on your robe.
And put on your robe. Now my favorite part is definitely the back balcony because once you open these glass doors, you are encapsulated by just golden warmth. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and there's just water flowing off in the distance. It feels like a true paradise like what I said earlier, but what's really nice is this is completely private, and we have a little area where we can eat our breakfast if we so desire to. But come on over here, under the pergola is another bathtub. So we can both be taking baths at the same time, one inside, one outside. We can open this window and stare at each other from our separate bathtubs. Because this is an outdoor bath, they do provide curtains, that way you get some privacy. And I can just imagine me sitting in here early in the morning and just reading a book, taking in the sounds of the mountains and the island. I'm just so grateful to be here, and I'm very excited to see what all we get up to.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love.
Sandals Saint Vincent has so many exquisite restaurants, and the very first one that we'll be trying is Buccan. It is a family-style restaurant that offers a unique multi-course dining experience that focuses greatly on the local flavors of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. So there's gonna be a lot of seafood, lots of native greens, and when we were talking to our butler earlier today, he was saying that he really loves that place just because it's so flavorful. So I feel like we are in for quite a treat. My favorite part about our dinner at Buccan was the communal aspect of it. So when we walked in, we were seated at this very long wooden table and we were just sharing food, sharing conversation, chatting the night away. The restaurant was actually open air. So not only are you hearing the chatter of conversation, but you're also listening to the sounds of the islands, like the insects, the birds.
I especially love that I didn't know what dishes were coming, so every time they would come and bring something on the table in front of us, I was like, wow, okay, watermelon, oh, beef, chicken, rice. And oh man, it was so good.
Yeah, surprise after surprise.
Everyday canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another beach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon, no place to be.
This morning when I woke up and opened the curtains, a smile was immediately plastered on my face just because I saw a hummingbird feasting on the tropical flowers here, and it was just such a great way to start the day. But we decided to actually go for an in-room breakfast, and our butler just delivered all the delicious food. We have some smoked salmon, some bagels, some native fruits, and also a bread basket. Today is all about taking it easy, and that's kind of why we went for the in-room breakfast, just because we can enjoy it from the privacy of our back balcony. And then following breakfast, we're thinking about hitting up the spa just because we haven't had a massage in, honestly, maybe a couple of years. And so I'm really excited for the treatment and for us to both be able to, you know, kind of unwind in a therapeutic way.
We have made it to the spa and we have undressed and we have our robes on and we're about to go get our treatment. The space that they have here, like the spa center, is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, we're sitting in front of a glistening pool and I'm just so excited to get a massage. It's so rare for us to do that and to do it together.
So our treatment went really well, and now we are about to hop into their cold plunge, which is right next to like a heated, kind of like a hot tub.
Yes.
So we'll see how this goes.
And nothing like getting just so relaxed and then
shocking the system.
Jolt. Yes, a jolt to the system. Ooh. Okay, I think doing this after doing the polar plunge in Norway, this feels actually very tolerable.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's also warm out, so it feels nice to get into something cold.
Yeah.
So for lunch today, we wanted something light, and there are two different options that we were looking at. We could either go to Isola, the pizzeria, or we could go to Imoro, which is the salad bar. And we were definitely more pizza lovers. And so we have two delicious pizzas here. I decided to go with the fig and prosciutto.
And I decided to go with the Godfather, which has pepperoni, sausage, peppers. Oh, so many good things on there.
We're seated outside under an umbrella. It is nice and warm, and I'm very hungry after that spa treatment, so let's dig in.
Oh, the crust is so nice.
Cheers! Oh, so cheesy.
So one of the things that I love about the pizzeria is that you can literally take it anywhere you want to go. You can go to the beach, you can go back to your room, you can go by the pool, and bring your pizza with you, which is how pizza should be. Very portable bring it anywhere.
The cheese, it looks like something out of a cartoon, you know, where it just looks so delicious and you don't think it would really exist in real life, but it does.
Wow.
Wow, this sand is so soft. I'm like sinking down into it. It's probably some of the softest sand I've ever stepped on. Something that I love about Sandals Saint Vincent is that the property is surrounded by mountains on all sides. It feels like you're being hugged by nature. And right now we're at their beach, and for a moment there we saw a rainbow stretching all across the sky, and it just seems so picturesque with the palm trees, with the birds soaring in the air, and combined with like the sound of the waves. It feels like just the most perfect end to our day of relaxation.
Around the corner I'll meet ya, a bit lighter and freer. I'm so happy to see ya.
When we first arrived yesterday, I missed the sunset, so tonight is officially our first sunset at the resort, and it went by very fast. Because we are like close to the equator, that sun is like plummeting, but it was really fun because you're just watching it move before your eyes, and the entire scenery around us is changing. But to end the day, we are actually having dinner with our good friends Sammy and Tommy, and I've definitely worked up an appetite from swimming and just from the day of massaging and everything, so let's go eat.
This evening we've come to Scrimshaw, their seafood restaurant, and we started off with some appetizers. So I decided to get their hamachi tiradito, and then Chad got their tuna crudo. So 2 raw fish dishes, and it looks so beautiful. I love how they plated it. Just look at the colors and the way they styled the fish. Now on to the entrees. I decided to get their lobster, and Chad got the filet mignon. So we have a makeshift surf and turf. Chad already got another.
I ordered another one
steak.
because, yeah, I just want another one.
We never get to eat lobster at home. That is why I decided to order it tonight. But also, if I ever see lobster on a menu, I just can't let it pass. All right, got some butter on my lobster. Ooh, there's some peanuts on the lobster. It gives it a little bit of a nutty crunch.
Let's see.
Yes,
see
let's
what
see.
we think.
Can I try your steak?
Please.
Ew.
Wow.
Dinner, we went to 3 Jewels Rum Bar for drinks, and tonight they actually had a guitarist playing some live music, and so the whole place was full of energy. We got to try some of their specialty cocktails, but overall it was just a great way to end the night.
This morning we have come back to Scrimshaw, which is actually the restaurant we dined at last night where we had our surf and turf, and we sat at the table right over there with Sammy and Tommy. But this morning we've ordered an array of seafood items. So we got a lobster omelet as well as a crab cake Benedict, and of course some chicken and waffles just to top it all off.
I like the abstract look. Very cute. Yeah. What is the white? Oh, it's the painting. Yeah.
Nice, that was great.
You look a little bit younger in the painting.
Yeah, I like
The eyes are too far apart. The mole. We just came into Blum, which is their on-site coffee shop. And Chad got an affogato.
Yes, an affogato is my favorite dessert, so I got really excited. But this place is actually known for their Jamaican coffee. So you can get lattes, you can get boozy drinks.
I was taking a look at their pastry case. They have so many options. We are about to eat lunch, so I got something small, but I'm probably gonna have to come back and get some cakes because you know how much I love a good cake. But I decided to get their macarons instead. There is an apple flavor and an apricot flavor. Also, if you're not interested in pastries or coffee, they also offer ice cream. They've got lots of different flavors, and so it's a great way to cool down from the island heat. Now that we got all of our creative juices out at the paint and sip this morning, we've decided to book a private cabana for the day, and we are in front of their heart-shaped pool. So we booked all of this through our Butler. We have a cooler with all of our favorite drinks, and I do believe they're gonna deliver some lunch for us as well. Sandals Saint Vincent had a ton of water sports that we had the opportunity to sign up for. And because we love snorkeling so much, we decided to do that this afternoon. And I'm so glad we went because typically when we go snorkeling, it's just off like a beach or just off the coastline. But they took us out on a boat to a special spot where you can actually see a lot of different things. So one of the things that we saw was a shipwreck, which is my first time ever witnessing a shipwreck under the water. And then we also got to see just so many colorful reefs. There were a ton of sea fans waving around in the waves, and I actually got to see 2 eels. They were kind of white with blue spots all over. I was trying to point it out to Chad just because I got so excited when I saw them. It was just amazing to look down at the drop off of the reefs going down, down, down into the dark blue abyss. It made me feel so small in that moment, and it just made me think about like, oh wow, like what else is under there? But it was a remarkable experience, and now we are getting ready for dinner. But before we go to dinner, we actually want to head out to the beach to catch sunset just because the sun sets right out on the beach. So this property is surrounded by mountains on 3 sides, and then on the 4th side it is just the open waters, and that is exactly where the sun sets. I don't even know how they got such a great location, but we just want to take it in and really cherish that last light of day.
I hope you'll always be around, even if you are like a summer breeze I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze.
For dinner tonight, We have come to Gatsu, which is their Japanese restaurant. They have sushi, ramen, and a lot of different Japanese dishes. This meal is definitely one that I've looked forward to the most here at this resort.
I decided to get the Dragon's Punch, and I was just telling Chad, this is the best drink I've had on the property so far. It is very fruity, but it's also extremely smooth.
Equally as good is the Emperor Martini, which has sake, gin, lychee, cranberry, and lime.
I've been so excited about this. I've been vigorously like rubbing my hands together that I feel like I could light a fire with these hands. But let us dig in. We decided to get all of the sashimis they offer. Look at how beautifully it's plated. And then we got all 4 of their tiraditos. These are just 2. We're finally done. Morning we are doing their bat kayak tour. We're about to go into the cave, and we were talking to someone from the sports center, and she was saying that you not only will be able to see them, you'll also be able to smell them. So an immersive experience, if you will. We are currently stationed outside of the bat cave waiting our turn, and I can most certainly smell them and I hear them, and I think I see a couple dangling from the top of the cave. It looks like a tight fit. Oh my goodness. Oh, so cute! They're fluttering all about. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh.
See that rock in front of you?
Yes.
Yeah, that rock.
There are bats everywhere. Wow! Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, Chad, roll us out.
I'm trying. This is crazy.
What a crazy immersive experience.
What's your name?
You touched a bat?
No, I almost did.
Wow.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
That is insane.
I am stimulated. That was so cool though.
That was insane. I did not expect there to be that many bats. There had to have been 1,000 plus. And I'm like not even exaggerating. I think that's like less than what there actually was.
Oh my gosh, look at all the crabs.
That was crazy.
Okay, we for sure got the bumpiest ride through the cave because we saw other people like coming out at the end, and they were just like gliding across the waters, and I think we just got hit with some crazy waves when we were going in. But I was laughing because it felt like a 4D experience. You hear them, you smell them, you feel them, because you know, it's just they're all around. They're swooping down and the waters are splashing you in the face. Yeah, overall I do recommend it. It is quite the adventure.
Claire is now at a jewelry making class, and I've decided to actually come out to their main pool. There's a swim up bar, and I've just been reading some books and just relaxing and looking out at these mountains that we've mentioned so many times. I just think they're absolutely beautiful.
So I made 2 bracelets, kind of inspired by the island actually. So I went with the green and the blue just because of the sea and the mountains, and then I did the pinks just because there have been so many pink flowers, and I just wanted to encapsulate our time at Sandals in these bracelets. For lunch today, we have a poolside view, and I actually just dipped in the infinity pool for just a second before sitting down to eat. But we were at Parasol, and we decided to go with their shrimp ceviche as our starter, and then we also got an order of their strip steak. So we've got something that's a little bit fresh, and then something that's a little bit more cozy and filling. Did we order 4 rounds of the shrimp ceviche? We did, because it is that good. And also the chimichurri steak was amazing. We got it ordered rare. It was so juicy, so tender. And now I'm ready to go and swim because I've eaten so much shrimp. I have the superpowers of the shrimp in me. I'm gonna be swimming at lightning speeds out there.
Viva la vida. Around the corner I'll meet ya. A bit lighter and freer. I'm so happy to see ya.
Every single evening around 6 o'clock p.m. I make a great effort to come down to the beach to watch the sunset, because the first time I saw the sun here, I just couldn't believe my eyes. The sun is huge in the sky, and it just drops down into the horizon line so quickly. You only get a couple seconds, it feels like, of that magic, and I just want to cherish it every single day. And so every night we've been here, we've been at the beach during sunset. Although the days are just so beautiful here, there's something just simply enchanting about the nights, and I just love walking around and taking in the illuminations that they have, just lighting up the landscaping that they do, and it feels like you're just walking through a whole nother world.
While watching the sunset tonight, I've just been reflecting on the past few days here. We've gotten to swim in some incredible water. We took the bikes on a nice spin around the resort, and we've just had so much incredible food. We have a link down in the description box below if you're interested in booking your own stay here. I definitely recommend checking that out.
Yes, this is our first time here at a Sandals resort, and we are hooked. We most certainly hope to come back. For dinner this evening, we've come to Butch's, which is their on-site steakhouse, and this restaurant does require reservations, so we made sure to get some reservations tonight. And we've already started with some appetizers. I got their crab and corn chowder, and Chad got a salad, I believe with some goat cheese and pear. But now we have quite the spread of food. Chad has their steak, the ribeye steak.
10-ounce steak.
Ooh, yes.
And it has a chimichurri sauce to use with it. And I also got their lobster, surf and turf night.
Of course, and I also got their lobster as well as their lamb chops, which I've heard amazing things about. And ooh, I always look at the menu and I have such a hard time choosing because I have such good options, but this is just what we settled with for now. We'll see if our appetite is big enough for another one. Believe it or not, we ate it all. However, I don't think we have room for a second round, but we did save some room for dessert, so we got their pineapple upside down cake.
Thank you guys for joining us here in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. We had so much fun exploring the Sandals Resort, but if you're interested in following along as we travel to 50 countries around the world, or check out some of our old videos, hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.